Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Gonna do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2021 Bobcat T770 that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, then we'll fire it up, run it through its paces, show you that the pins are fairly tight up front, show you the hydraulics are strong, let you hear the engine, lift the bucket, dump the bucket. As always, if you are in the market for a used skid steer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for machines find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate that. All right, like I said, this one's a 2021 cab, heat, air, sticks and pedals controls, power Bobtach, 2-speed, automatic ride control, self-leveling bucket, reverse fan, deluxe panel, air ride seat. It's got brand new tracks, 2,481 hours. So here in a little bit, we'll fire it up. We'll show you that the pins up here, there's a little bit of play in these pins, but they're fairly tight. Far from sloppy, let's put it that way. There's definitely life left in them. It is a 2,400 hour machine, so there's a little bit of play, but they are not sloppy. As I get up close here, you'll see the white paint is pretty bright. Has a couple spots it's just starting to peel around the edges. Very common for these Bobcats. Right around the edges is where it's peeling there, like here on the loader arms. Then up here, some scratches and chips in the paint. Nothing out of the ordinary. Some scuffs around the edge of the decals. Everything looks good there. Like I said, brand new tracks. Sorry they're muddy. It's a mess out here. Here on the side of the frame, pretty good. Has some scuffs and scratches, nothing out of the ordinary. Nicer than some though. Looking at the sprockets, as you can see there, sprockets are very good, lots of life left there. And I know it's a little hard to see because we just got done running around and we've slopped it up, but there's still quite a bit of that gray paint underneath that mud here on the side rails of the undercarriage. And then in there, everything's pretty good on the side rail down here. Back here at this back corner, again, pretty straight. Just some paint flaked in some spots, especially around the corners, around the edges. It's where they always start peeling, pretty common. Coming back here, looking at the rear door. That orange paint's nice and bright on the rear door. The door's pretty straight. Has some scuffs and scratches, as you can see on the outside edges over here, over here. That bottom's pretty straight, has some scuffs and scratches though. Up here, that top, everything's pretty straight up here. That mesh is good. Again, that white paint's pretty bright, just kind of spots where it's peeling around the edges. Coming over here to this back corner. Again, that white paint's nice and bright. Just your typical same thing on this side. It's got some around the edges where it's peeling and a couple little scratches here and there. Decal's pretty good on this side. Pretty good there. New tracks. Sprockets on this side match up well to the other side. Lots of life left there. And again, I know it's kind of a little hard to tell, but there is still some gray paint underneath there on the side rail, the undercarriage, underneath the mud that we've slopped up on it now. Looking over here, again, that white paint's pretty bright, just has some scuffs and scratches, just typical of a track machine. And down here again, same thing, pretty good in there. Looking at the loader arm on this side, again, that white paint's pretty bright, just some nicks and scratches here and there, some around the edges of the decal. I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere on either of the loader arms or the back of the skid steer plate. Everything looks pretty good there. Taking a good look at the bucket. It's a tooth bucket. The teeth are all pretty good. Actually, that as we're looking at it here, that far right one looks like it's fairly new. A little bit of cement splatter in the bucket, still a little bit in that back right corner, but the bucket's nice and straight. I don't notice any big bows or dents or dings in that bucket. Go take a look in the engine compartment. Okay, as you can see up here, nice and dry. No oil or diesel run down the side of the block or anything like that. little dusty. little bit of dirt here and there. Inside of that back door looks good. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Taking a look at the cab and the interior. All the glass is good in the cab. I don't see anything that's cracked or spider webbing. Up here in the front, just your typical spots up here where the paint's chipped off and scratched off. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Both on both sides, you can see that step's in good shape, nice and straight. Door's good. Here where you step in, everything's pretty good. Down here in the floor mat, a little bit of dirt and dust in there, nothing out of the ordinary. Looking at that seat cushion, I don't see any cuts or tears. You can see it is dusty. It's got some dust and dirt stuck to it there. No cuts or tears in the backrest either. Everything looks good there. Taking a look at this side over here, the stick, everything looks good here. All those little rubber knobs are good. All the toggle switches are good. Good there. Same thing over here. Everything looks good on that one. Even these little rubber notches are good. They're not, sometimes you'll see those get ripped off and tore off and they get real, for lack of better ways to say it, they get sticky. It's almost like they melt down a little bit and get dirty and nasty, but pretty good here. Like I said, deluxe panel. $24.81 on hours. HVAC controls, does have a radio. Radio does work. Looking at the cylinders up here, everything looks good here. Doesn't look like anything's been cracked or welded or anything up here. Like I said, backside of that skid steer plate looks good. All right, like I said, this one's a 2021 T770, 2,481 hours. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll fire it up, get right into the operational video.